Hi, my name is Saul, the Chronicle sports editor, and welcome to this week's edition of Sportswrap. The top story for this week in Duke sports and really across college basketball was that on Tuesday, the Blue Devils hosted unranked Stephen F. Austin, and they lost, and it was the first non-conference home game that Duke lost since 2000. Actually, 6 Blue Devils weren't even born yet the last time Duke lost. It was to St. John's back then, and it was really, Duke was outplayed by Stephen F. Austin. The Lumberjacks were able to chop down the Blue Devils thanks to forcing a ton of turnovers. They were very solid on the offensive boards, and the last sequence of the game in overtime was pretty indicative of the whole night of where Duke had the ball, tie game with a chance to win with 15 seconds left. They get up a horrible shot from Trey Jones, and then there's a loose ball. Eventually, Stephen F. Austin wins the scramble for the loose ball, breaks away for a buzzer-beating, game-winning layup. And it was a pretty eye-opening for Duke as the number one team in the country. Duke followed up that game against Stephen F. Austin, hosting another non-conference opponent at Cameron Indoor Stadium, and Winthrop came in, and the Eagles were pretty close to pulling off another upset against Duke. Duke ended up escaping in a pretty close game, but Winthrop was in it the entire time, and Duke does not look like the dominant team that it looked like for the first 2 games of the season. And the Blue Devils will really have to step up if they want to honestly even stay in the top 25, because this week they very well are facing 2 games that they could lose. Tuesday night, they are facing Michigan State, and that's a Michigan State team that ousted Duke from the Elite Eight last season, and then heading to Virginia Tech on Friday. And the Hokies actually beat Michigan State earlier this season, and Blacksburg, Virginia is a place that Duke has really struggled to play recently. Duke women's basketball had a nice week to recover and get some easy wins last week, and they were able to take down Davidson and Penn. And the story, as it has been all season, has been Haley Grecki, the graduate guard, has been continued to dominate. She put up 14 points in the second quarter against Davidson, and she really has continued to dominate. And after last season, where she had really one of the best statistical seasons we've ever seen from a Blue Devil, she's continuing to cement her place in the Blue Devil record books. The Duke football season is officially over, and it actually did end on a positive note, which may not be too fitting for how the season went overall. So Duke was facing a 5-game losing streak heading into the season finale on Saturday, when the Blue Devils hosted Miami in really nasty weather at Wallace-Wade Stadium. And even though Duke, who did have a fighter's chance at clinching a bowl game, even though they were at 4 wins coming into the game, and that was due to Duke's really high academic progress rate score, but they will not be in a bowl game despite a really solid performance against the Hurricanes. We saw Duke perform well offensively and defensively for the first time in what feels like forever. It's really the first time in 2 months. Duke beat Georgia Tech, I believe, 41-23 in a really dominant performance, and since then we have not seen much from the Blue Devils. But Duke was led by a pair of touchdowns from quarterback Quentin Harris, and that was Harris's last game in a Duke uniform, as well as all of the other seniors, and a really dominant performance from Chris Rumpf II. Had 3.5 sacks, and really seen him emerge as a star, and that's someone that you'll continue to see. You'll continue to see his name, I'm sure, on NFL draft boards and more preseason All-ACC accolades for next season, and he's really emerged as a star, rushing off the edge as a defensive end. Well, thank you very much for sticking with us today and for the whole semester. This is going to be our last Sportswrap video of the semester. Make sure to come back in January and check out for another few months of great content. And thank you, preemptive happy holidays, happy new year, and have a great day.